Hello there. My name is Tim Alberg. I am the Assistant Director of Adult and Graduate Enrollment here at Elmhurst College. Thanks for taking out a few minutes tonight to join us online here to learn a little bit about our Accelerated RN to BSN program. I'll be joined here shortly by the program director for this program, Dr. Mary Paps. But before we get to that, I want to make sure you can hear me. So in your little display in your upper right-hand corner, there should be a little hand. If you mind tapping that real quick with your mouse, we can see that you can hear me when you raise your hand in effect. Then we'll go ahead and move forward with the presentation. Okay. All right, looks like I'm coming through loud and clear. Great. Thanks again for coming in. Let me just kind of give you some quick, fast facts about the program, or about the college, rather. Elmhurst College at a glance. We were founded in 1871. We're affiliated with the United Church of Christ. We're regionally accredited by the Higher Learning Commission of the NCA, which means most of our credits transfer out, most of other accredited schools' credits transfer in. Our nursing programs are all accredited by the CCNE, and we're a small college, small by design. We have, as of last fall, we have about 3,480 students enrolled, and about a fifth of those students are adult learners who are 24 and older. So this particular office, the Office of Adult and Graduate Admission, tends to work with folks who are adults, but keep in mind the RN to BSN program doesn't necessarily have to be an adult program so long as you have an RN. But the college as a whole is a liberal arts school. We have plenty of professional programs, obviously nursing, education, business, and some other things that we do quite well as well, but we were started as a liberal arts, so that's why we say we blend the liberal arts with the professional preparation. And we're a building block for an accredited degree completion program. So that's kind of the quick and dirty. This whole thing should take about 20-25 minutes, so we don't want to take up too much of your time tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Dr. Mary Paps, the director of the RN to BSN program. Mary?
Thanks, Tim. And please let me add my thanks for you taking time from your busy schedules to talk with us this evening. I'm going to go through some facts and try to do it as succinctly as possible. If you have questions, type them in your screen while you think about it, and at the end we will respond to them, okay? Our current degree completion programs are not new for RNs at Elmhurst College. We've actually been offering degree completion options since 1976. The current cohort models that we have been offering at area hospitals started in 2004. We've had over 200 nurses enroll in that time, and we have about an 87% completion rate, which is very high for adult students. At this point, we will continue cohort models at the hospitals, but we're also offering a campus-based accelerated program. And we'd like to do that to take advantage of some things that we've learned by working with the nurses at the hospitals, and to take advantage of technology that we have available to us today, and also to better meet the needs of working adults. We like to say that we remove barriers. We want to give you a program that's of high quality, one that you will be proud to say you're an Elmhurst grad, but we also want to try to make it as streamlined and as barrier-free as possible for you. In case there is anybody listening tonight that has an associate degree or a diploma in nursing and has a baccalaureate degree in another field like business or art, we do also have an RN to MSN option for those students. And if you're interested in that, I'd be happy to talk to you further or get you more information about that. When you're talking about a degree completion program for registered nurses, there are three components at any school. They're similar and different. The three components are general education requirements, and those are things that are met by any major at that college. So whether you're a nursing major, a business major, a teacher, an engineering major, you would take a core set of courses. And I'll go more into them in a minute. And then there's certainly prerequisites for nursing. One of the most common questions that I get is, are there date limits on any of the courses? If my micro is older than 5 years, will you take it? And the answer is yes. We believe that if you have gotten a C or better in these prerequisite courses, they were prerequisites for your pre-licensure program as well, and you're using that content on a daily basis. So we will take any of the courses that have a C or better. And then the third component is the nursing major and support courses. So I'm going to go over each of these areas in a little bit more detail. As Tim said before, we are adult learner and transfer friendly. We will, as part of the admissions process, look at all the prior coursework that you have done in your nursing program, and maybe you've had other majors as well. We can take a maximum of 64 semester hours and transfer from a 2-year program and up to 96 semester hours from a 4-year school. In addition to that, you may earn some alternative credit for things like college level entrance placement tests. Those are nationally standardized tests in certain areas. For example, many of the RNs who come to us had their lifespan development as part of their pediatric nursing course. They didn't have a separate course, but they have the content. Well, we have to have a separate course to transcript it for a baccalaureate degree. So many of them have gone out and taken the exam, the CLEP exam in lifespan development, have done very well, and then we post that as a passed exam, and we post that as in lieu of them taking another course. Another thing that we can do is give you what is called non-collegiate credit. As many of you in this state know, we have to do continuing education to renew our licenses. And we can often use that as free elective credit. Should you have had, say, a 3-hour literature course that transferred in, but you still needed to make up that 4th credit hour that we may have offered for our literature course here, you can often use some CE contact hours in lieu of taking another elective credit. So that helps. And the third thing is experiential learning. Once you go ahead and take the first nursing course with us and pass it successfully, we will import 30 hours of college credit in recognition for your pre-licensure nursing courses, like your med-surg course or your pediatric course or your mental health course. So you can get a lot of credits from a variety of different ways. You need a total of 128 credits in total to get your bachelor's degree. The general education courses that I previously talked about in this campus are called the integrated curriculum, and there are 4 components. It looks a little bit complex, which is why I'll break it down here, because I think I can simplify it for you just a little bit. There are areas of knowledge, skill tags, which are things that you can do, some college level proficiencies, and also some developmental experiences. And again, everybody does things in these areas. It may vary by major. In the areas of knowledge, you can see different colors here. There are some courses that I know you've already taken that will count in this program already. For example, if you've had Introduction to Psychology, which most of you have, that counts for the cognitive and behavioral science requirement. Almost all of you have had general chemistry, that meets physical science. You've all had microbiology, that meets the life science requirement. That's why those are in gold. The 2 there that you see in green, your nursing courses will also count not only as major courses, but will count as these areas of knowledge as well. One is the ethics course that we will offer, and one is your community health nursing course. So the 4 in red are really the areas that you will still need to complete the degree. And you may have courses already in this area. It depends on what your background is and if you've had other majors other than nursing. Things you may have had a literature course. Maybe you were in a plain associate in arts or associate in science program at a community college. You may have taken U.S. history or world history. That would count for historical analysis. You may have had a variety of humanities courses that would count in the fine arts area. So really, you probably don't have as much in that area to complete as you might have seen, thought you did by looking at the whole list. Then there are skill tags. Statistics is a prerequisite course for nursing that will fulfill the quantitative reasoning tag. That's why it's in gold. Again, the ones you see in green are ones that we will fulfill through the major courses. The 2 that are left there, you may have met by another one of the area of knowledge courses, and we will work with you as part of this if you still need these things. So, for example, if you haven't had a U.S. history course, we'll have you take a U.S. history course that will meet the area of knowledge, and it will also get you the tag for intercultural domestic engagement. Then you do need to display college level proficiency in writing, and that's 2 semesters of college English, a college level mathematics, foreign language if you are under age 24. If not, that is waived. And if you're under 24, that can actually be met by your high school language courses. And then computer technology can be met either by a course or by proficiencies. And last but not least, you will be taking 2 of these area of knowledge, these 2 in green at the upper division level, and that's a developmental experience, and so that meets both of those. We'll take care of that in the nursing major. So that's the general education or the integrated curriculum requirements. As far as how do you apply to find out what you've got and what you still need to take, you may apply on the web at www.elmhurst.edu, or you can use the materials that you will see at the very last screen here, and you can email or call us. We'll be happy to send you a paper copy of the admission program. There is no fee to apply. What you do need, and what may cost you a few dollars, is the official transcripts from any school that you have previously attended. If you happen to have attended some college courses overseas, we will be happy to work with you and help you get your transcripts evaluated for that as well. We don't want you to take anything over. This is part of removing barriers, if at all possible. You need a minimum of 2.75 transfer GPA with C's in your prerequisite courses or better. And if you have less than a 2.75, not a 27.5 as I'm reading on the slide, there are ways to get an alternative admission status, and we will be happy to work with that. So don't just log off if you think you might not make it. You have an unencumbered RN license, active, and nothing that prevents you from working as an RN in the state of Illinois, and completed a minimum of 6 areas of knowledge and college math before you go to the nursing major courses. You see health assessment competency there in blue. That is because some of you may have had a course separately transcribed in your previous program, then you're done. You meet the competency. If not, if you had it interspersed in your foundations course or your adult health courses, you don't want to have to take it over again in a separate course. We will have materials that you can come in and display your competency by proficiency exam. Once you apply, we will send you written materials and confirm your application and tell you anything that you still need. And I'll go through the whole process in a minute. I will assure you that if you apply and you get the information to us and you then choose not to not to complete the application or not to enroll once you've been admitted, we will respect your privacy and we will not be contacting you, as I know some other people, other schools are doing. The nursing major courses, we offer them what we're calling a hybrid model. We find that nurses are relationship-based people. They want to be together to get support, to get started. And as they get more comfortable with each other and more comfortable with technology, they want to do some more things online, or they want some extended periods between classes where they come back together maybe for a longer day to catch up and not have to make as many trips to campus. So we've designed something that you can meet the nursing major courses in about 15 total visits to campus. There are full and part-time options available. There is some clinical content in 2 of the courses, and that's required by our accrediting agencies. And they're becoming more and more specific about that. But it's not clinical that you had in your pre-licensure program. It is a community health course where you will pick a community agency and you will go out and work with their clients to develop a health promotion project. Maybe a teaching program or a brochure or something that the agency can use, something like that. So you can arrange it on your own time. And the last course, the complex care course, you will do a process improvement project, and you may actually be able to do that in your own unit where you work. Here's a sample of a 1-year program of study. This assumes somebody comes in with all the ECIC that needs to be met away from campus and your prerequisite courses are completed. You can see there you'll do 2 half-term courses that have, blue has the most on-campus courses because that's where we start, and a few less in the evidence-based practice course. And then if you choose to do the 1-year thing, you can be taking pathophysiology online throughout the whole semester so that at any one time you're not taking any more than 2 courses. But that is really a full-time load. That's 12 semester hours. In our 4-week January term, you would take the healthcare ethics or medical ethics, healthcare philosophy or the medical ethics course. And then in the spring term, again, you can do 2 courses online that are half-term each while you're doing your community health nursing, and of course that's one of the courses that includes clinical. And then you would finish it up in an 8-week summer term where you would do the complex care course, and those would again have minimal visits to campus. That's what a 1-year program would be, and again, that's a full-time program of study. If you're more interested in a part-time program, in the first year maybe you would start with pathophysiology. and then take the healthcare ethics course in the January term. And then in spring, start with the first 2 nursing courses. You might take an ACIC course in the summer if that's what you chose to do. And then in year 2, you can see you can come into 2 courses in the fall, the 1 course in the spring, and then finish up in the summer. And then hopefully, if you still have a remaining ECIC course or 2, you could finish those up the following semester. So people's work schedules, people's family responsibilities, people's financial support all go into these decisions, and we'll be happy to work with you once you're admitted to advise you appropriately. We're all about setting you up to succeed, not to fail. So some of the facts, tuition, and financial aid right now for the 2012-13 academic year, it's $575 per semester hour. Financial aid is really dependent on what your employer provides for work support. And what we would do as part of the admissions process is get you in touch with our financial aid people so that you can get the best support package for you as possible. Application deadlines are June 1st is preferred. For the fall, we really do need your materials as complete as possible by July 15th. What happens after you apply, as I said, you'll get a confirming letter. We will do a transcript analysis and then get your materials back in writing. And I will have copies of the same materials, and then we can do some pre-enrollment advising. We can get on the phone, you can come in, whatever fits your schedule. I'm happy to talk with you early in the morning if you're a night person before you go to bed, or in the evening because you're working 7 to 7 and you can't be interrupted while you're in your work responsibilities, whatever works for you. And we will go over it so that you have no questions, that you have a firm plan in place of what you need to do. And then you will make that decision to enroll, and we will then send you registration materials and work with you to get you more comfortable with the technology systems that we have in place here. So let's see if we have any questions. Morgan has a great question here. How does it work if you have transfer credits from a 4-year college and credits from a 2-year college? Is there a transfer combination cap? Probably. What we would try to do would be take the 64 credits from the 2-year program and then start working on your 4-year credits to build you up to 96.
Yeah, that's exactly right. If you have 96 hours, that's the maximum we can take from a 4-year school. So if you've been to both, then you would fall under the 96-hour.
Again, we'll try to do whatever the maximum transfer that we can take is to make your degree completion process as quick as possible. Somebody else had asked a question in our earlier webinar about CLEP exams. They're called college level entrance placement exams. The 4 tests that most of our people take are lifespan development that I talked about before, college mathematics. Many people had intermediate algebra, which is high school math at the community college, but they can go on and take a college math or college algebra relatively easily. A U.S. history or a world history course, and chemistry, if you still need those. And we then talk about, we would again talk about those. There are study guides available. You can actually check them out from your public library. And again, we will be happy to get you all the information that you need for that. Any more questions? Well, if not, here is Here are the numbers for you. You can go on our website, and also if you want to go onto our website, we have a brochure, a PDF file, the brochure that contains a lot of the information that I just covered that you can easily download or save to your computer or print. You can contact us at this at OAGA, Office of Adult and Graduate Admission at elmhurst.edu, or you can call us at 630-617-3300, and we will get right back to you. And again, I thank you for taking time out of your busy day. I hope this has answered your questions, and we look forward to getting your applications. Bye.